What's good, YouTube? What is up, buddies? I am back with another video, back with another little this time is different. Tonight I got a little late night talk with you guys. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody, anybody. And please don't mind that pimple right there, y'all. I've been drinking soda and I need to stop. I'm the type of person, once I start drinking soda, I can't stop because, like, I just love soda so much. So, I'm trying to get this to go away. Hopefully, it goes away this week. But anyway, y'all, so I'm just laying here on my bed and my mind was racing. So, I started thinking, why not pull out my camera and record for you guys? So, today or tonight, I just want to vent a little bit and put you guys up on some information, some new things that have been happening in my life. So, as some of you may know, I joined the military straight out of high school. Joined in 2019, came home at the end of 2020. And when I came home, my mom made it very, very clear that she wanted me to focus on my mental health. So that's what I did for a minute. Well, not even a minute. That's what I've been doing since I've been home. Focusing on my mental health and all that stuff. Trying to better myself and strengthen my mindset. And I actually started going to college in 2021. At that time, I was living in Lancaster. And I started going to college for film and production. And then I ended up moving back in with my parents. And I had to stop going to that college because they didn't have a lot of online courses that I could take. And I couldn't go in person anymore because the college would have been like 2 hours away. So no one is about to do that multiple times a week. So I stopped going. I only went for 2 semesters. I went for fall and I went for spring. So I stopped going in 2022. And, I've just been working ever since. And I'm the type of person, I'm not saying I have to have 1,000,001 things on my plate, but I am definitely not the type of person that can be content with just sitting around. And some days it just feels like I'm a little stagnant because I don't have a whole lot of going on like I used to before a couple years ago. Because you got to remember, I went from being in high school to going into the military where everything was so structured and planned out, and like I had a schedule, a routine, time to be here, a time to be there. My phone never stopped ringing because your sergeants can reach you at any time. You're just constantly working, you're constantly moving, constantly doing something. And that's one of the things I love the most about the military, was like the adrenaline rush I got from it. It was like you're just always on the go. You're always on the go. So imagine going from being in a high-paced environment. Imagine going from your regular school routine to being in a high-paced environment to coming home and the world is just still. Because I was in South Korea during COVID. So when COVID hit in America, we had already like went shopping for all of our groceries and water and stuff, and made like emergency plans and sanitized everything, cleaned everything. Like in Korea, like we were ahead of the United States because we found out before them. So when COVID hit in America and I saw how chaotic everything was, I was like, dang, like I'm glad I'm way over here, because y'all didn't know how to handle it for real. And so in the beginning of COVID, everything was hectic. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know how long it was going to last. We didn't know any of that stuff. And then eventually things calmed down. We got used to it. The world got used to it. And now, whether you wear the mask or not, COVID has now become the new normal. So imagine going from the high school schedule to the high-paced environment to the world just being literally a whole new world once you go back into the world that you're used to being in. Because I can't even say I was used to being out in the world when I was in Korea, because I wasn't. I was 18 at the time, turned 19 after being there for 2 months. And it's just like I was so young at the time is what I'm saying. And, you know, I just had to figure it out. I was there by myself. I didn't have friends with me. I didn't have family with me. I had to get used to everything. I had to get used to not being able to hop in my car and just drive down the street and sleep over at my friend's house. I had to get used to not hopping in my car and going to my favorite restaurant or going to the mall or even just putting gas in my car, going to the car wash, little things like that. I missed little things like that. Going down the hallway and going to my mom's room and bothering her for a little bit, you know, things like that is what really got to me. But eventually, you know, I thugged it out. I got used to it and I came home safely and gracefully. So, y'all, I said all that to say I'm the type of person, I've always been the type of person, I like to have my life planned out. I like to know what's going on, what's going to happen next year, what's going to happen at the end of this month, what's going to happen next week. Everything has to be planned out with me. I've never really been the type to like do things at the last minute or plan things at the last minute or not have things already lined up and planned out, right? So I mean, I knew I was going into the military when I was like a freshman in high school, sophomore in high school. Started thinking about it in junior high. I had things. Then it's like I did future soldier training for 6 months before I even graduated. Like I was so dedicated to the military. And so I've always been the type of person to have things planned out. I know what I want to do. I know what my next steps are. And I would say for like the past year, a little over the past year, I've just been like, okay, I have no idea what my next steps are. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what I want to do with myself. Where am I going? This feeling is very normal. It's normal to not have it all together. It's normal to feel this way. It's normal to feel like you're stagnant sometimes. It's normal to be confused and to not have it all planned out. Me personally, I didn't feel like it was okay before. I felt like I needed to remain in a high-paced environment. I felt like I needed to remain with 100+ things on my plate in order to feel like I was being productive and doing something with myself. That's not the case. And so basically over the past year, I've just been like, what do I want to do? Worked on some projects, you know, had jobs and stuff. But I also have to remember I am I ended up getting a disability, forming a disability while I was in the military, and that's going to be a whole separate video. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So I also have to realize that I can't really do what everyone else does or what most people can do. At this point, I've become limited when it comes to certain things. So there's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a whole lot of research going on. There's been a whole lot of talks going on, a whole lot of back and forth within myself, between my parents and I, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next. And long story short, the moral of this video is I think I finally decided what I want to do next. At least as of right now, y'all, because sometimes I used to have the mindset that once I started something, or like once I went to this job or like went to this school, I had to be there forever. And I literally had to train my brain to like not think like that, to not think like once you start something like you have to stay dedicated to that for the rest of your life, because you really don't. Also, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to have like 18 different jobs in my lifetime or like go to 18 different schools in my lifetime, although it's not that big of a deal, but still, that's not what I'm saying. So anyway, because I want to go out and explore. I want to go out and try different things, try different hobbies, try different jobs. Because I'm not saying the job I get right now is the job I need to be on for the next 50+ years and then I retire and everything's all peaches and cream and rainbows and sunshine and sprinkles. That's not what I'm saying. So I think I've decided what I want to do. I'm going to take you guys on this journey with me. I've been doing some research, and it's crazy because when I was doing research before, it was cool. The things I was researching, the different colleges and stuff I was looking at, it would excite me, but it would only excite me for a little bit. For probably, I could honestly say no more than like probably like 2 weeks at a time. And then I'd stop thinking about it. I'd stop talking about it, stop doing my research on it. I'd just let it go. So with this one, this thing I'm looking at right now, I'm really hoping it's not an in the moment thing. I'm really hoping that this is what I want to do. I know within this field, I've been wanting to join this field for a long time. It's always been in the back of my head, because even before I joined the military, I was like, if the military doesn't, sorry about that. I was saying, if the military doesn't work out, then this is what I'll do. So anyway, I can't tell you guys yet. Oh, can I tell you? I can't tell you yet. But just know, I'm acting fast on it, and you're gonna find out soon. So if you watch this whole thing, I really appreciate it. I made this video because I was just laying down and my mind was racing, and I just wanted, this is what I do now. I record, I make content, I do stuff. So I'm taking you guys on this journey with me. That's why I'm making this video. So don't think I'm gonna just leave you hanging, or it's a cliffhanger, or it's clickbait. It's none of that stuff. Stuff is happening. I just don't want to speak too early. I don't like putting energy out there because I don't know what type of, I don't like putting the energy out there and the facts and stuff out there and the dreams and information out there before things happen, because I don't like to self-sabotage, or I don't like for outside energy to try to make its way in. So that's why I can't speak on it just yet. But please stay tuned for the next couple of videos that I have dropping after this, because then you'll be able to see exactly what it is I'm talking about. But just know, my waiting season, I pray, is finally over. I was in a season of isolation. I was in a season where God was trying to get me to focus on God and focus on myself. And I had a lot of distractions last year. Mainly last year, I had a lot of distractions. I had a lot of negative energy around me. I had a lot of people around me that weren't supposed to be around me. I finally have removed myself from almost every single one of those people, and I've been progressing. I've been doing better. My mental health has been improving. I'm still going to counseling, still talking to my counselor, still working out, been trying to eat better, do all types of stuff to just better myself daily. And it's not going to stop. I'm not going to stop progressing. I'm not going to stop striving. I'm not going to stop wanting to be better and do better. So that's what I have for you guys. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this whole thing. I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me. When I say excited, I'm like super excited. You know how for the spiritual people, you know how you feel like when God is speaking to you, sometimes you may get confused because you're like, I don't know if that's God's voice or if it's my voice. In this moment, I feel like God is pushing me in this direction, specifically when it comes to what I want to do, only because there's no anxiety attached to it. There's no fear. There's no doubt. There's none of that. I literally just talked to my parents about it last week, and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this. I think I want to do this. Did my research, showed them all my notes and everything, and they were like, okay, if that's what you want to do, we support you. And they told me to just get my things together, and when I'm ready to talk to someone, they'll be there to help me talk to them. So that's what I'm saying. When it like this, I've been on top of it every day, watching videos, different interviews and stuff, doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm excited for you guys to see what I have in store. I'm excited to see what I have in store, because I'm only going to keep climbing to the top. The success doesn't stop. The money's not going to stop. The growth isn't going to stop. The perseverance isn't going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep running this race until I just can't run it no more. Okay? Thank you so much Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this whole thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Stay tuned for any other content that I choose to drop for you guys, whether it's a cooking video, Noodles with Dashi, or a regular schmegler vlog that I have. Don't forget to continue to spread love, joy, kindness, and positivity out into the universe, and watch all that good energy travel back to you. Okay, buddies? Until then, don't forget to smile, make someone smile, remember you're not alone, and keep your head up. Okay? Until next time, I will see you.